With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Tua's throw caught here by Metcalf. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Collins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 11. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, But this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Trying the left side with Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery will set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
And he'll be brought down here at the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Full burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Mills.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. It's taken to the 26.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Tua to throw again. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. Taking it right down Broadway. 30, 20.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. first and 10 at the 11.
Here's Scott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
2nd and long. It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans.
At their own 16.
A 1st down throw for Mills. He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That's a defensive advantage when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll run with Scott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw pulled in by Tolbert.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa.
Right back to Tolbert. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Tua.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker as the 1st half is winding down.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition's...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And Walker has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Now Scott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the gun, it's Tua.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Desmond King picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the big gain through the air, but scratch it all off because he could not hang on to the football.
And you have to like what they did on defense here. They didn't give up on the play. Big yardage given up, but they still battled all the way to the end and helped force a turnover.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mills.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Tua. Over the middle, it's complete.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Throw left side complete. That's Walker.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Tua now on first down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. On play action, here's Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jonathan Grenard in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. To try again after the sack. Tua. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. This complete to Lockett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Tua going to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On second and goal, Tua. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mills to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. 2
minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Throwing, Mills. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Mills going to throw for it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
And they take a knee.
Ready.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
Let's go now.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week.